Friends, I'm so excited to share with you a little bit of behind the scenes of what it's like, what are the things I've learned in running a wellness business as a woman and as a mom. And kind of the four kind of principles or values that I've really had to implement in order to be healthy myself, to be well myself, to be present for my family and my home, but also to make an impact in women's lives while making an income through Madewell Women. And I'm doing this because I'm in a season of wanting to support more women in being healthy and well, not just physically, but also those who maybe maybe it's you, like hear what I'm doing, see what I'm doing. I'm like, man, I wish I could do that too. And you can. And so I'm just sharing with that to share with you, it is possible to be healthy, to be well, to make an impact, make an income, and be a mom or a woman, whatever, And I invite you how you can partner with me to do that in this too. And as a reminder, if you're interested in learning more about how I support women in doing that as well, running a wellness business as a woman or as moms, me and my great friend Angie O'Toole are talking tonight on Instagram at 6 p.m. Eastern as the last part of the Kickstart Your Essential Oil series on building a doTERRA essential oil business and our experiences and really how we've enjoyed doing it. I've been doing it 6 years. I think she's been doing 8 or 9. All right. So you can sign up for that series if you're not on Instagram or you would rather me email you the replay or watch it off social media. If you go to madewell345.com/oils kickstart, you can access that. And even if you're listening to this later, the replays will be there. Part 1, getting started with oils. Part 2, using oils. And part 3, sharing and building with doTERRA. Okay. So go follow us on Instagram if you want to watch live. We're actually doing something even special tomorrow, which I forgot to mention in the episode. We are actually going live tonight, but we're going to be doing a giveaway for some oils for 7 days starting tomorrow. So if you are on Instagram, follow us. If not, get on Instagram so you could potentially win some oils. All right. So all the details for that are below. Follow us on Instagram. Check out us for the next week for that giveaway, for the Spring Essential Oils giveaway. But watch us tonight for that Building a doTERRA Wellness Business. You can book a consult with me if you're interested in getting some support, or just message me if you're interested in learning more about the business side of doTERRA. Okay? I think that's it. Let's summarize one more time. Follow us on Instagram for the live session tonight on Building a doTERRA Business, and then the giveaway for the next few days. But then if you are, you just want to watch the replays, you can, or want reminders via email, sign up for the Kickstart Your Essential Oil series. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the episode. You're listening to the Madewell Women podcast, and I am Brianna Wilkerson, your host. For over half my life, I really had to pay attention to my relationship with food, with my body, and with myself. As a young girl, I just started to find my worth in my weight and my work. And I really started to define my beauty, my body, and my value in all of those things. And that led to a very not healthy way of eating, not healthy way of taking care of myself. But when I started to realize that my worth was not in my weight and that healthy living did not have to be so depriving, but it could actually be joyful, that's when I found freedom and breakthrough. And it has been my mission ever since to help women do the same. So Madewell Women is about helping other women find peace with food, create healthy habits, and use essential oils confidently. So you're going to find solo episodes, you're going to find guest interviews from time to time, and really you're just going to find a space where I can talk to you from heart to heart, woman to woman, to really support you in creating your version of food freedom, finding healthy habits that support you in your life, and using essential oils to support you along the way. And as I mentioned, I'm an essential oils lover and I'm an advocate with doTERRA, and I really want to help more and more women and homes use essential oils for your health and for women's health, their family, and their homes. So I'm so glad you're here and so glad to support you. Before you go and listen to the episode, I want you to do a couple things. One, make sure you join the Madewell Women's Health community. This is a space where you can unpack these episodes and get support on your journey, as well as follow me on Instagram because I share all about behind the scenes of my own life there as well. All right, enjoy the episode, and I can't wait to get to know you more and support you. Hey friends, welcome back to another episode. I am excited to bring you this episode because this is like my last week. When is this? Yes, last week really of kind of really actively working before I prepare for maternity leave. And, I had another episode that I was going to air at this time, but I just started to think a few weeks before, just, I am in a season of just like having more kids, I guess, and have another one come along, but also in a season of having to be very intentional with my time, very routined, very scheduled, but also very flexible at the same time. But also I'm in a season of recognizing that, I'm a woman and I've always been a working woman. I've always wanted to be a working woman. And that looks different when you become a parent. That looks different when you take on a new role that involves another human, whether it's your own kids, whether you're just like serving, whether it's foster care, whether it's elderly, like whatever, like whenever you're in a season of taking care of another human being in a way that is not always scheduled and you have to be flexible, it just makes you call into question what really matters in your life, right? It just makes you call into question, like, how am I spending my time? Am I trying to spin my wheels in something that I really shouldn't be in this season? And how do I make the most of the time that I have? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do an episode on running a wellness business as a mom and a woman. Because I think those like kind of 4 words, wellness, and then business, mom, well, actually particularly business, mom, and woman, I think we've seen, and I know we've seen a rise of more women starting businesses, more women running businesses, probably more than we've ever seen. And we have a long way to go for sure. But I just think it's a conversation that is very important to have, because I think as a woman and as a mom, sometimes it may feel to do the things necessary to do a business that has purpose for you and makes an impact and makes a good income for you. It feels like it's going to really stretch you, or it feels like it's impossible, or like you don't have the skills, or you just want to serve, you just want to give, you just want to help. But what if we could serve, give, and help and make money doing so? So this is kind of like a behind the scenes of the things that I wrestle with, things that I've wrestled with and I'm still wrestling with, and just like how I'm trying to lean into all the different roles that I have in this season. And, this podcast has taken many different forms, and so has my business, but my heart for Madewell Women as a whole, the business, the podcast, has always been to really help women be healthy and thrive in all areas of their life. Like, that's the overall mission statement, but it's really started with helping women in caring for their physical health. Because I do believe when we step into a place where we can care for our bodies, we are signaling to ourselves and the world that who we are is worth taking care of, right? And as I've evolved over time and it's evolved, I really started to see there are 4 main areas that I love helping women win. And that's their relationship with food, that food piece, creating healthy habits, using essential oils confidently. But this 4th piece is like creating a nourishing life. And that nourishing life involves the other areas of our life. It involves finances. It involves our career. It involves our relationships and our mental well-being, our spiritual well-being. And even when someone signs up for me working as a health coach or a coaching client, like, it always transitions into that because it's all connected, right? And the more and more that I've had kind of life coaching clients who really wanted help mainly in the career area or even the business area, wanting support in that area, or even spiritually, I've just started to see that, like, in order for a woman to be made well, she really needs to be paying attention to all these areas of her life. And for me, starting this business, starting Madewell Women 6+ years ago, came from a personal journey, came from a personal development journey in my health, finding breakthrough in the first 3 areas, right? Finding breakthrough in my relationship with food and my body and myself, the healthy habits that worked, and all the stuff I learned that, no one had other women needed to know, but then also using essential oils as a solution for my health, my home, and my family. It just all made sense. I had always wanted to make an impact and really serve women. Women have always been my heart. And I was doing, and I still am, but I was doing ministry for a long time and thinking that is the way. And I still think it is the way, but I love business, and I just love every aspect of it. I love the marketing. I love the sales. I love the creating content. and obviously there's some parts I love more than the others, but I love coaching women basically. And I love developing women. And I wanted to do that as my source of my career. And so I ventured out, 6-7 years ago, left a very cushy accounting job. Well, I slowly made my way out because I found a business that I was more passionate about, a career I was more passionate about, and that was Madewell Women. It was really helping women be healthy and well. Did I ever see myself running a business? No. Did I ever foresee having to grow and all the things that I may have, that I struggle with as a, confidence wise, as a woman, as a mom, as just a person, having to grow in those so that I could show up well? No, I didn't foresee all of that. But it has been one of the most transformational journeys of my life. Through coaching, through mentoring, through essential oils, I've just really grown, and I've become more of the person I believe I was created to be, while creating an impact in other women's lives and also creating an income for my family, So all this to say, that was kind of like a rant, but all this to say, it's just, I wanted to have this conversation because, I'm in a season of, yes, I have coaching clients and I'm open to having more, but I'm really in a season of leaning more into the essential oil side, as you've seen. And I just think they're fascinating, they're amazing, and learning about them, using them, and actually even sharing about them is just my heart's delight. And I'm actually looking for more team members who want to do the same, who want to use the oils and allow it to transform their health and family, to share about them with others, and who want to make an income doing so as a woman and potentially as a mom. And I just think, again, often when it comes to women stepping into a place where they're I want to create income, I want to make an impact, I want to support my family, and I want to be there for my family, it seems impossible to do all that, right? It seems like there's barriers, or that and let's be honest, nothing's ever fully balanced. But what I really want to get across, especially now that I've gone to kind of being full-time in business, to it's my child and my children and my family is the where I spend most of my time, but I'm very intentional when I am working in my business. I can, and I'm still making money. You know what I'm trying to say? All I'm trying to say is that I just think there are more women out there, and maybe this is you, but there are more women out there who want to be present either for their family or their kids, or to do other things they really love to do, want the flexibility to do that, want to kind of run their own schedule and make an impact and make an income from the comforts of their home or other places. And I love doTERRA for that. And I am really in a season of wanting to support more women who are interested, who want to join my team, kind of step into allowing me to be their coach really, and their mentor in taking care of themselves, but also in running a profitable business, because I want to see more women touched by oils, more homes touched by oils, more homes healthy and well, but also I want to see more women grow and develop. I literally jump up for joy when a woman starts to get more confidence in who she is and what she has to offer. When a woman can enter in a room and know that she has something to offer versus immediately invalidating herself. And I really think and I've really seen that running a business, however many hours you're in it now, don't get freaked out here, can really provide that and can really help you tap into the potential of who you are meant to be and who you are even. And so I just want to share a little bit about some of the things I've learned, some of the things I've had to practice along the way. And then I want to invite you, if you're curious about what it would be like to partner with me, to be partners in sharing the gift of health, sharing the gift of essential oils with others, and do it in a way that fits your schedule, fits your goals, and where I could support you along the way. I really encourage you to book an essential oil business consult so we can just talk about it. It's just really a space for you to ask your questions, for me to share how it is, and we can go from there. And then also tonight, actually, I will be doing a live on Instagram, and you can make sure you can either watch the replay on Instagram later or sign up for the Kickstart Your Essential Oils Journey series, because this is the third part of the series. The first part was like, let's use the oils. Well, let's get started. Second was, let's use them. And then third one, let's share about them and build an income and impact while doing so. And I'm actually going to be going live with my great friend and mentor, Angie O'Toole, who has 5 kids, who helps her husband with their chiropractic clinic and has a doTERRA business. And obviously, like her involvement in either one of those things has changed over time. But I think she and I both have a great story to share about how we are still running our businesses while being present as wives, as women, as moms as well, right? So there are 4 different, I guess, S's. Do you like alliteration? I think alliteration helps me remember things. There are 4 S's that I think, running a wellness business as a woman and mom, I've come to really see is important. And one is, I couldn't think of another word, and it's a very popular word now, but like self-care. And what I mean by self-care is like really prioritizing your health and well-being. Not at the, listen, I have a 2-year-old and I have one on the way. There are moments where my kids' needs have to come before my own. But I do not sacrifice the things that make me healthy and well for her and for everyone else. I make sure I practice that. So, so for example, exercising is very important to me, and it's very important that I know the benefits, right? I'm a wellness and health coach, right? So I know the benefits of all the things that I talked with you about, and I know that it is loving to me and it's loving to everyone else when I get to do that. Now, when I do that, how I do that maybe may change because my child might need me here or whatever, but I'm still putting myself in the schedule. Like I put in my schedule, workout at this time. I make sure to drink my water. I make sure I'm drinking nutritious food. I make sure as much as I can at this stage in my life, getting sleep. And it's changed over time how much I do of each of those things, how it looks, but I am still a priority in my schedule, right? And I think that is the first thing to running a wellness business, right? You got to practice what you preach, but also to being the best mom, woman, and business owner you can be is by taking care of yourself. Just taking care of yourself. Whatever that looks like, having those non-negotiables that you need, whether it's simple like drinking water, movement, whatever, veggies. And again, it's changed over time, and how I practice and how I'm able to do that depend on the other S's. And it depends on the second one, simplicity. I've learned in order to take care of myself, in order to take care of my family, and in order to run a successful and meaningful business, it all needs to be very simple. It needs to be simple processes. It needs to be simple tasks. It cannot be complicated because there's just no way I can get things done if it's not simple. So if I make a workout super complicated and it takes tons of time, takes tons of like planning and whatever, I'm not going to do it. Not in this stage of life. So that's why I love street parking, right? That's one form of support, which is the third S. They're all connected. I am going and looking and using different things in my life that support me in practicing self-care and keeping things simple. And street parking for the last 2 years, it's been 2 years since I joined them, really helped me with just fitness during pregnancy, recovery postpartum, and then even afterwards, regaining my strength and my fitness. And then now in this next pregnancy, I'm going to keep using it, right? So all that to say, even though I am a fitness trainer myself, I've become certified in that, I still use resources and people that help me just make it simple, where I can work out at home, simple equipment, while my daughter plays with her toys, right? But the same thing goes for even business. It's like, I know a lot of things. I've studied business. I've been in business. I was a part of other businesses and organizations. And there, in many ways, it can be complicated, but in many ways, it can be super simple. And so some of the ways that I've tried to keep things simple is one, focusing.
Like, again, I do coaching and oils, but in this season, I am directly talking about essential oils more because I have less time and I just need to focus and I need to make it simple. And so I'm having intro classes regularly. I'm talking with people about oils. Like, it's just very, very simple, like how I do things and what I'm focusing on. And that allows me to continue to thrive. The third is support. Okay, so we need to practice some self-care. We need to make things simple and support in personally and professionally. So in different seasons, I've had support looks different, right, for me. But I am not someone that is shy in investing time or money in support. And that is one thing I think we as women need more of. If you are going to take care of yourself, your own wellness, and then if you are going to run a ministry, run a business, or anything else, or even run a family household, you need support. You are not meant to do it alone. And we are living more in a time where we're catching on to that. Like, this individualization of our culture is not healthy for any of us. When you raise kids in certain cultures around the world, even back in the day, it's like there's a village because it takes more than one or two people to do that, And so I like, whether it's a nanny, whether it's an assistant, whether it's an accountant help, whether it's babysitters, whether it's, my goodness, even investing in like some sleep resources and time and investing in studying those sleep resources so I can get my second baby on track. It's just like, that's important to me. And I am not shy in investing in support because I just know I have limited energy, limited time. And that's not a bad thing because I'm choosing to put my time in a very good place. But what I'm trying to say is that we only have so much time in a given day. We only have so much energy. There's only so many things we can focus on. And I just was like, even preparing for this second baby to come, was realizing, okay, I want to try to do this before he comes, this and this and this and this. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to do that all on my own. Absolutely no way, even if I didn't have another child. And so I'm like, okay, what's priority, right? Making things simple. And then two, who can I ask for help? Mom and sis, you want to help me organize these clothes? Great. You know what? Hey sis, can you watch baby girl so I can, work on some content for maternity leave? Great. Like, it's just like, people can say no and whatever. And obviously that's even free support, but like even paid support, like investing in courses, in business coaches, in mentors, in who are moms and who are spiritual directors. Like, I just think in order to be successful in any role we have as women and as moms, we need support. And that is why I became a coach. Whether it's health coaching, life coaching, business coaching, oils, whatever. It's like, I'm here to support women because I know we need support, right? And then fourth, okay, so really in order to run a wellness business as a mom and a woman and be successful, I need to practice what I preach and practice some real self-care and well-being for myself. I need to make everything in my life more simple than I think it needs to be. 3, I need support. But then 4, I need to sell. And so this is an odd one probably for you, but it's very important. I think when it comes to selling, I think we feel weird about that. You probably love the word serving more than anything. But I actually think serving and selling are not that different. Selling is inviting someone to take part in something. And I need to trust that you, as a healthy adult woman or someone else, whatever, can say no. But I need to be faithful to the invite. And that is why I started this. It's like I'm just inviting women constantly to get support and constantly to take the next step, constantly to prioritize their self-care, constantly to be simple. And I just think as women, it's sometimes hard for us to do that because we naturally want to help, we naturally want to serve, and we feel weird taking money for it. But listen, what money is, first of all, money is just an exchange of value. Okay? So when I'm paying for this sleep training resource or investing my time in talking with a friend who's going to guide me through what she's done, it's like I'm just saying your time is valuable and so is your resources. So I'm going to give you some money for that and I'm going to get something in return. That's what it is. It is like bartering, but it's like money, right? And so I just think we feel weird about that because we sometimes either attach our value, our worth to money, and it's just not good. It's not good, right? And so in order to be successful as someone who wants to start their own business, make income, whether it's, again, just you want some side income for you and your family, you want to change your career, you want to just whatever. It's like you need to practice self-care. You need to make things simple. You need to get support, but you need to sell. Like you can't just like expect people to just know what you're doing. You got to talk about it and be confident in it. And I have worked for the last 6 years on selling, and there's still areas, hangups, blocks, limiting beliefs that I have. That's why I invest in a coach. That's why I invest in someone to help me, like guide me through the mindset and strategy, because I believe in what I'm offering. I went into business not just so I can make millions of dollars. I went into business so that I can change women's lives and change their health. But in order to do that, I need to, one, support my family, but two, in order to do that and reach more women, it's like, I need to sell. Because think about it, when you pay for something versus when you don't pay for something, you're more likely to actually use that thing because you invested in it. And so that's part of the work, is that when someone buys oils or someone buys a coaching session, it's like you paid for it. So you're more likely going to use it, right? And so as women and as moms, I just think we do have hearts to serve. We do want to see the world change. We do want to care. We're natural caregivers. But I think we sometimes limit ourselves in how we can do that because of our either insecurities or because we just don't know things are possible, right? And I just think if we practice self-care, if we make things simple, we get support, and we learn how to sell or invite to what we're doing well, we can succeed. However much time, however much money we want to make. So, I'm in a season again of like, I really want to be present with my kids. My daughter is nearly 2. She's not to the point where she's ready for school yet, but I would like to see if homeschooling is an option, but I would like for her to be here as much. It's just so cool to see her develop the way she's developing, and I want more kids. And so it's like, okay, well, how do I still do what I'm passionate about? Because I've always wanted to work and make a difference that way. How do I still do that and make an income and be present with my kids and all that involves? And I'm not saying I figured it out, but I'm testing things and I think they're working. And really just practicing self-care, simplicity, support, and selling has really helped me see that it is possible to be a woman in the world of business, a CEO for that matter, a founder of a business, and to be a mom and succeed. And I actually think one of the best fields or best careers or best organizations to do that with is actually doTERRA. So doTERRA is a network marketing company, direct selling, and there's a lot of companies out there like that. But I think what I love about it is the relationships involved. It is about networking. It's about relationships. And I love building relationships. And I love connecting with people, hearing their stories and directly saying like, how can I help you, whatever. And I actually think it's a business that you don't really need a whole lot of business experience to get started at it. Because if you want to help and serve, you're just going to start talking about the oils. You're going to start talking about health and well-being. And then I can come in and partner with you to say, okay, here's some business strategy to help you get to where you want to get though, right? And so if you are if this just like you want something different for your career, you want to make additional income, maybe you like your career and you want to just make an additional income to bless your family, to do something, to pay off debt, to go on this trip you've been wanting to go on, I really encourage you to just chat with me and see if working with me and doTERRA and essential oils are a fit, because it's just been a blast to focus on it in this season, and a blast to support women and to support my family in the process, right? And so please reach out. If you don't, again, I'm going on maternity leave. So if you don't see any times on my calendar, just message me on Instagram or on Facebook at Madewell Women and say, hey, I'm interested. I would like to chat. And if I haven't had the baby yet, we'll chat. Or we'll figure out a time. Or even if I have, I'll say, okay, let's talk in a couple weeks. So even though you might not see a time on the calendar, please just reach out and message me if you're interested. And then join me tonight again for that live training with my friend Angie on the intro to building a doTERRA business. Because we're going to, again, talk more about our stories. Very different stories, different ways we're doing things, and just what the results have been, and really how you can partner with us in that as women and as mom, and really in helping people heal and be well. Okay. So I hope this episode was good for you. And I know, again, it's not your normal thing, but I think, to me, I'm recognizing that I'm one person and I can impact more women through doTERRA, through essential oils. But if other women are sharing, other women are also sharing the message of wellness with others. And so if you are interested in that, please reach out. I'd love to support you, and excited to eventually share with you all the details about second baby and all that. But excited to hopefully talk to you if you're interested in learning more. Okay, have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And, again, my heart was just to let you know that if you want to be healthy and well, and also do it in a way and partner with a company who wants that for other women while, making income doing so, I would really love to support you as kind of your Essential Oils doTERRA mentor in that business side. And so please reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook at Madewell Women, or book business consult time, and we can chat more about what that would look like. Reminder to follow me on Instagram, because tonight me and Angie are doing that live intro to build a doTERRA business training, where you can also sign up for the replay, because that's the last part of the Kickstart Your Essential Oils Journey series. And then her and I are kind of wrapping up time before my maternity leave, doing an essential oil spring giveaway. So follow us on Instagram for that. Okay, reach out if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Madewell Women podcast, and enjoyed whether it was me and a solo episode or my guest thoughts on really how to help you live a healthy life and to be made well. But before you go, I want to make sure you know you're not alone. These podcasts are meant to be inspirational. They're meant to support you as you're going about your daily life. But where I have found the most transformation is one-on-one support, but also community. So make sure you join the Madewell Women's Health community, where you can process this podcast and get support in whatever aspect of a Madewell journey you're on. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram, because there you're going to also be able to see behind the scenes and just how I live my own Madewell woman life. All right. Can't wait to support you. Can't wait to get to know you more. And again, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Please rate, review it. Let me know how it was for you. And the more people that rate and review the podcast, the more women that could see it. All right. That's it. Bless you. And I'll see you on the next episode.